Hello, today I'm going to discuss a problem that a lot of these Dodge Rams have with the wiring in this back door, the rear door. If you notice, your door lock's not working, your dome light's not coming on, your speaker quits working, or my all-time favorite, when you roll down the window and you can't roll it up and it starts raining. It's very frustrating. So I'm going to kind of talk about the issue involved in the wiring here. And I know there's other YouTube videos out there that discusses this same problem, but I thought I'd add my 2 cents. Okay, I'm gonna open up this back door. Also open up the front. And the problem that is giving a lot of Dodge Ram owners frustration is this jewel right here. Underneath this rubber boot is all the wiring that goes to this rear door and all of its components. The power lock, speaker, dome light activator, and the power windows. And so what happens is that right in here, over time, from the wires just being bent back and forth, they start to break in there. Now, to fix it right, let's discuss that. To fix it right, you need to buy and order from the dealership a new harness that goes from here into the door. But I looked into that, and they're about $150 a piece, unless you can go to a salvage yard and find another Dodge Ram and get its harness out, provided that it doesn't have broken wires inside of here. And eventually I am going to do that, but what I'm going to show you today is just a quick and dirty way to fix it, to get you by. So if you're like me and you don't have the money right away to buy this harness, you can get it fixed to where you can at least get your, like if your window's stuck open, you can get it closed. So anyway, that's what I'm going to show you as I start to work on this. Okay, I'm going to begin by taking this boot and getting the boot away from out of this hole here. And to do that, I have to use a screwdriver to kind of pry that boot off there. There we go. And do it on the other side. You gotta go through the other side. Yeah, if you push in with the screwdriver right in here, there's some clips that hold this harness in place in there. So if you just push on this side, it'll pop out, and then go over on the other side and push the screwdriver right in this area, it'll pop out of there. So now you can get the harness out of there. And you'll be able to undo your connection once we get it out of there. And to do that, you just push down on in this area right here on the harness, and it unclips it, and then it'll pull out of there. Just like that. Okay. So now we're going to pull this boot, get this boot off this this connector. Just kind of peel it back. Then you should be able to slip it down and be able to see if you got any broken wires in there. Yep, there's one right here. There's one wire broke right there. Let's see it there. Okay, now on the other door, what I did is I just cut this boot off using a razor knife because, like I said before, it's just a quick and dirty way to fix it, and eventually I'm going to replace this wiring harness, the whole thing, and get a brand new one. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and just fix it to where everything functions in the door. So I'm going to take this boot off. I am going to save these ends though to go in here to protect the wires as they go through this door, so that they don't hit any jagged metal in the holes there and cut them in those areas. So anyway, I want to take a razor knife and cut this boot away. Very carefully so you don't damage the wires. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this, but like I said, this isn't fixing it right. To fix it right, you need to replace the harness, and with the harness you'll get a new boot. So, and I'll discuss that, what it takes to replace the harness, as far as taking the door panels off and the interior trim. Wires, I gotta be careful. Very careful. Try a pair of scissors in here. Let's cut it open here. Okay, cut it over here now. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick these scissors in here and just cut that boot off. Okay. Okay, the wires are fully exposed. Now we can check it out and see how many wires we got broke here. Aha, looks like somebody's already done some work in there. See some black tape. So, I don't know, it looks like there's just one of them that's broke. So that's probably the dome light, because on this door, it's just the dome light that quit working. So, the other door, I had the power windows, the power locks, they wouldn't work. So, I had a lot of problems, a lot of issues in the other one. Yeah, the power locks wouldn't work, speaker quit working. And sometimes they break in the insulation and you can't really see it, so we're going to kind of inspect these wires and make sure that there's any cracks. Okay, so anyway, like I said, I repaired the other door, and it had a lot of broken wires in there, probably about 4 or 5. So it was creating all kinds of issues. So anyway, this one I just noticed that the dome light wasn't coming on when we would open the door, so I knew that I had some problems with this. And how I fix it is using a butt splice. And I know a lot of guys don't like using these things. The right way to do it, they say, is to solder. And that's true. And I know how to solder, but I'm not going to do that. Because like I said, eventually I am going to replace the harnesses. So I'm going to use a butt splice. Okay, sorry about that. I was interrupted by a guy starting a lawnmower across the street, and I didn't think that he'd be able to hear me talk. So anyway, like I was saying, the way I'm going to fix this is with a butt splice like this. So this is what the says on the package. Butt splice. Come in packs like this. It's very simple. You just use a stripper like this, wire stripper, and just strip the insulation off. Just like that, where you got a little bare wire, about that much. Just like that. And you can see these splicers here are coated red, blue, and yellow, and it's made for crimping these butt splices. So yeah, you just stick your wire in the butt splice. Sometimes you have to twist the ends so they don't fray. I'm going to do that. So you just slip it in the butt splice like that. Take your crimper, crimp it just below the ridge, just like that. Make sure it's nice and tight, it's not going to slip out of there. Crimp it. Okay, yeah, now you should be ready to go. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to test it, make sure that everything functions. So, plug this thing in real quick. Okay, the dome light came on, so that's an indication that that solved that dome light problem that I was having here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this again. And on the other door, right here on these ends here, this wire would have a tendency to work back and forth and probably break again in this area. So I'm going to take black tape and wrap it around here and all the way down to here, and then put it back together. I'll put it on pretty thick so it protects those wires. Okay, and just plug it back in. Put it back into the opening. Clip it back in place. And then I'm going to close the door and make sure that it's bending right so it doesn't pinch or anything. Okay, now I'm going to test and just turn the key on and make sure that the speakers and the window and everything is working before I call it final. Okay, I've tested everything out. The window works, the door locks work, the dome light works now, speaker's working, so everything seems to be functioning properly. Like I said, this isn't the way to fix it right. You need to replace the wiring harness here, but this is just a quick way to fix it if you need to get your window up, for one. That's the big one. You can always lock the door by just pushing down the knob, but if you just push on your key to lock it, it won't lock, and so you have an unlocked door. So anyway, I'll probably do another video when I finally get the harnesses and show you how to put the new harness in, which requires taking the door panel off and these panels off. So yeah, I'll post another video when I get the harnesses and replace the harnesses. So anyway, I hope this helps somebody. This affects not only the 2006 but other years of the Dodge and the rear door wiring harness. You can see a lot of videos on YouTube about this. I just thought I'd add my 2 cents. So enjoy your day.